Hi dear students, welcome to business studies class. So we are started second PUC business studies syllabus. So already I told within the introduction there are two parts within the business studies, that is a part first and part second. So we are started part first, and from part first we are started the first chapter, that is nature and significance of management. So in last class we are discussed about the definition of management. Within the definition, two important words are there, that is effectiveness and efficiency. So we are clearly discussed about the difference between effectiveness and efficiency, and after that we are discussed about the feature or characteristics of management. So management definition can be asked for a 2 marks, and within that what are efficiency and effectiveness definition or difference can be asked for 1 marks, and maximum time these questions are repeated, and features or characteristics of management asked for 8 marks. So according to the exam point of view, what I explained the content about the management and features or characteristics, those are very important. So just as a revision, so management already 4 definition, I different definitions of management I told. So best suitable, otherwise easiest definition, that is management is an art of getting things done through others or done by others in effective and efficient manner. So this is a simple method of simple definition of management, so you can refer this one. So what are two words are important within the definition? Those are effectiveness and efficiency. So effectiveness means what? Whatever you are doing the work, that should be completed within the time. Means to complete the work, whatever time target is given, you should complete that work within that time, that is the effectiveness. And efficiency means what? Whatever you are doing the work, otherwise doing the correct task at low cost. So whatever you are doing the work, you should not raise the fund, you should not raise the money, you should not raise the cost. Work should be completed within a minimum cost, otherwise you can call with no wastage or minimum wastage. So that is the efficiency. So for organization, these two concepts are very important, effectiveness and efficiency. So another concept we are discussed within the last video, that is characteristics of management. So according to exam point of view, for 8 marks this is a very important question. So total 7 features of managements are there. So those are, first one, goal oriented process. Means first you should decide what you want from your business. So it is a goal oriented process, and what are the activities of management you are making according to your goal. Second one is management is pervasive. Pervasive means all over, everywhere management is required. It is for business organization or it is for non-business organization, for school, for home, for hospital. So any kind of organization required management. After that, management is a continuous function. So functions of management, that is a planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, directing and controlling. So these are the sequence or series of functions of management, and these are never going to be stopped. These are continuous cycle. So after that, management, it is a group activity. So any work of the business, it can't be completed by a single or individual person. To complete the work of business, you require a group of people or employees, and contribution of every employees, it can be result in complete work of a business. So that's why management, it is a group activity, it is not an individual activity. So but it is going to be managed by a manager. So managers are, there are also 3 levels, so different levels of manager performing this management function. After that, management is a dynamic function. So Dynamic means changing. So due to the external environment changes, just like that, due to the lockdown, how we are regular conducting the classes, it is highly impossible to conduct the classes like that. So that's why we are doing the work, no doubt within that, but method is changed. So through online we are conducting the classes. So that is the dynamic function. Means management, it is not a constant what you are decided you should do like that only. It is not like that. Some of time you can change the plan, you can adopt the different things also within the management. And after that, management, it is a intangible. So management we can't see by naked eyes, we can't see, it is not any product, it is a service. So that's why just we can feel, if the things are running in a proper manner, so we can recognize that there is a proper management is there. Suppose a lot of confusions under the employees, otherwise conflict under the employees are there, that time we are getting that management is not there, proper management is not there. So it is an intangible process. So if it is present, so works can be done in effective and efficient manner, coordination will be there. And last characteristics of management is multidimensional, that is management of the work. You should manage the work, manage the people or employees or human resources. And last one, that is a management of operation, that is manage the all operational activities which are required for your business. So it is just a revision of last class. So in today's class we are going to discuss about objectives of management and importance of management. So let's see. So objectives of management means what? Objective means end results, otherwise objective means aims towards which the activities of an organization are directed. Otherwise you can call objectives means goal. By doing this work, what you want actually, means you are doing a study, but for what purpose you are doing a study? So your objective is to getting a good marks, to get a good job, to get a good college. So this can be the objectives of any student. Means for what purpose you are doing the work, what is the ultimate aim, ultimate result, end result. Otherwise objectives or goals, so several names are there, you can prefer any one. So that means what is your goal? So to run the business, otherwise otherwise to as a management, which kind of objective they have. So basically to earn a profit, it is a main motto, otherwise main goal or main objectives of any kind of organization. But basically objectives of management are classified under three types, that those are organizational objectives, second one social objectives, and last that is a personal objective. So within organizational objective, once again it is a classified under three types, that is survival, profit and growth. So let's see one by one. So organizational objectives means what? The main objective of any organization should be utilize human resource to maximum possible advantages, that is to fulfill economic objectives of a business. So economic objectives of a business, that is to earn a profit. So basically to fulfill economic objective, otherwise to earn a profit, what we have to do? So basically to utilize maximum human resources. That means human resources means employees. So employee से ज़्यादा काम करवा के लेना है in effective and efficient manner, that only we can achieve the organizational objective. But for what purpose it is required? Earning a profit, it is the main objective of any organization, but that is not enough. More than that, lot of objectives, lot of goals every business organization have. So first is profit. So before explaining survival, profit means what suppose you are invested some amount of money within your business, and you are getting a revenue from your business, you are getting a return from your business. So whatever you are getting a return minus investment value, so what is amount is generated, that is the profit. So earn a adequate amount of profit which is essential for the survival and growth of the business, otherwise to cover the cost and risk of the business. So first you should earn a profit. After that, what are the profit generated? From that you can survive your business, and from that there can be a possibility to growth of your business. Means first you should earn a profit, after that survival, means earning enough revenues to cover the cost, otherwise survive and exist in competitive market. It is possible only when business is able to cover its cost and earn a profit. So take an example just. So this year you are run your business and you generate a adequate profit, you earn a adequate profit. So by using that profit for next year business, to run the next year business, you can use that profit rather than to take a extra debt, rather than to take a extra loan from a bank. Whatever profit is generated, you can use that profit to survive your business for the next year. So for to survive the business, profit is important. After that, growth. So growth means business must expand and growth it activities. Growth is measured in terms of sales, otherwise increase in number of sales or increase in number of employees. So to improve its future perspectives. So basically growth of the organization means what? If your sales of your business increases, otherwise number of your employees is increases, that means your business is under the growth. Take an example. Suppose your car industry is there, car selling business is there. So daily you are selling a 10 car per day, but frequently daily it start to sell a 15 cars per day. So that means 5 car sales is going to be increasing, means number of sale is going to be increasing here. That means ultimately your business is under the growth, under the growth. Otherwise suppose initially you are started your business with the 5 employees, and after that workload is more, otherwise the work of business is more, you are getting more orders for your business. So to complete that orders you required a more number of employees or labors. So that means ultimately you are under the growth. So these are the organizational objectives. Next is second objective of the management. So those are social objective. So social objective is to provide some benefit to the society. See, business earn by using us resources of society, so it must do something for the society. So it is a responsibility of every entrepreneur, because they are running their business in the society, their business is run due to the society, and their business work is going to be done by the society, or employees is one of the part of the society. So it becomes the responsibility of every organization to contribute something for the society, means they should do some social work. So social works it not mean to construct a hospital, to construct a schools. It is a social work, no doubt within that, but it depend upon how much profit you are getting and you are interested to do it or not. But under the limit of your business, under the premises of your business, which kind of social objectives are there? So just like means applying environmental friendly practices in the production process, means whatever, suppose your production industry is there, sugar factory, take an example. So whatever byproducts are getting, whatever gases are getting out it from it, so it causes the air pollution. So what you are placing a chimney for the sugar industry, so it should be above the level of standard, above the standard level. So whatever prescriptions are there, you should take care for it. Due to your production there should not be cause any damages to environment, any damages to human health. So you, this kind of precaution you should take care, that is also you fulfill the social objective. Otherwise, giving the employment opportunity to disadvantaged section of the society. So mostly you should give the employment opportunity. You should give a job opportunity to disadvantaged section of the society. That means to handicapped people, you should give a job to handicapped people, or you can give a job to a poor candidates. You can give a job to a women's. So such disadvantaged sections are there. You should give a employment opportunity to them. After that, providing a basic amenities like a school, hospital, and crèches to the employee. So it is the largest means it is the highest level of social objective. Every organization, it is highly impossible to fulfill such thing, but within your premises, if you are able to do such things, you can go for it. Otherwise, whatever product you are producing, that product should be a good quality product. So due to your product, any damages to your customer should not be happen, and that product should be at reasonable price. So any customer can able to purchase that product. So if you are take care of such things, that means you are fulfilling the social objectives of your business. And last one, third, that is personal or individual objectives of management. So personal objective is to focus on diverse personal objectives of a people working in the organization, which need to be reconciled with organizational objective. Means what? Personal objectives are related to the employees or laborers or workers of the organization, because it is also most important objective, because your employees are doing your work, they are completing your work, you are giving a salary, no doubt within that, but salary, it is not enough for the employees. They want more than that. They want a satisfaction, they want a motivation, because employees are contributing maximum for the organization. So to fulfill the employees satisfaction, you have to perform some activities. That means you should give a competitive salary to your employees. Otherwise, good health working condition, means whatever your working condition, your business environment is there, that should be a good working condition. Otherwise, personal growth or development, every employee want. That means you should give a promotion to your employee. Suppose some of employee, they are don't know how to do the work. In such cases, you should provide a training to them. Otherwise, you should give a new job opportunity to your employees. If you are giving such a kind of opportunities to your employees, that means you are fulfilling the personal objectives of management. So I hope you got the clear concept about the what are the objectives of management. Those are organizational objective, within that survival, profit and growth, social objective and personal objective. So another content I am going to explain within the same video, that is importance of management. So basically we are discussed about the characteristics of management. So it is also similar, importance of management, why management is important. So already told, art of getting things done by the others, that is the management. So why it is important, why the management is important. So management means what? Basically you are going for a planning, you are going for the organizing, you are going for a staffing, you are going for a directing, and you are going for a controlling. So these activity you have to do within the management process. So why it is important, why these things are important. So first one is helps in achieving group goals. So management creates a teamwork and coordination in the group. Managers give a common direction to individual efforts in achieving the overall goals of the organization. So to achieving the group goals means what? Already within the characteristics I told that management, it is a group activity. One person can't perform all the management activities. Some of person they should go for a planning, some of person they should go for the organizing, some of person they should go for the staffing activity, some of go for the directing activity, some of go for the controlling activity. So every employee, they are performing different activities within the business organization, and those are important. Every employees contributions are important for the business. So it is, So it is effort of all the individuals of workers. So that's why management, it is a group activity. Otherwise it helps in achieving group goals, it is not an individual goal. So see, due to the completion of organizational goal, ultimately individual goals are also satisfied. Suppose I am an employee of the organization and manager also there. So manager want more profit, I want a more salary. So ultimately if manager got a more profit, for that purpose workers should go for a hard work. If workers are going for a hard work, it is a compulsion to give a manager a competitive salary. Means ultimately both objective, that is the individual objective and organizational objectives, are satisfied. So we can help in achieving the group goals. Next, that is increase efficiency. So efficiency means, already I told, doing the task correctly with a low cost or minimum wastage or no wastage. So management increases efficiency by using the resources in the best possible manner to reduce the cost and increase the productivity. See, within the management we should go for a planning. So if you are going earlier planning of any kind of activity, so when you are doing the actual work, it reduces the cost, it means wastage is minimized there. Okay, so if you are doing for earlier planning, wastage is minimized. So wastage is minimized means what? That means it increase the efficiency. Due to the early preparation of every activity, it reduces the cost, it reduces the time, it reduces the efforts. So that's why management, it increases the efficiency. So management activities are important to increase the efficiency. Next one, creates a dynamic organization. So already I told, management, it is a dynamic function, it is always changing, it is not a constant. So whatever rules, regulation, policies, strategies are there, these are not fixed. So these are always changing when environments are going to be changed. So within the business organization, two kinds of environments are there. One is the internal environment and one is the external environment. Internal environment means what? When we are getting a problems due to our business only, that means internal environment. And if we are getting a problems, if your business is not running properly due to the external factor which are not under our control, for such a kind of environment we can call the external environment. So live example is there. So due to the COVID-19, lockdown is there. So that's why every business organization is closed. Some of business organization are running online. Means what? Whatever how we are regularly engaging the classes, that is our regular method, that is our regular management method. But due to these things, due to the this environment changes, we have to conduct the classes online. Means we are doing the work, no doubt within that, but method is changing. That means it creates a dynamic organization. So management helps the employees to overcome their resistance to change and adapt as per changing situation to ensure its survival and growth. But due to this, what is going to be happen, just I told, how the regular classes are going to be run. The attendance of students are maximum for the regular classes. Okay, but due to the external environment we have to change the method. So that's why we are conducting online. So but for online classes the attendance, it is less. So that means students are opposing for it. Similarly, for the business organization, suppose anything changes within the business, any rules, regulations, strategy or policy is going to be changed, that time employees are opposing for it, employees are not supporting for it. So if the proper motivation is given to the employee, if proper training is given to the employee, that time automatically employees are also supporting for it. So it is a responsibility of every manager to give a direction, to give a motivation of every employee. So take one example. Suppose within your organization, you are going to adopt a new machinery, you want to change one machinery. but your employee don't know how to operate that machinery, so that time your employees are not happy, they are not able to do the work on that new employees because they don't know. So that's why they are opposing for it, they are telling that we don't want such kind of machineries, we are not able to do our work on the same machinery. So that time you should provide a proper training to your employees, give them a training to how to operate that machinery. If your employees are become a perfect within that, then they are not going to opposing for it, they are also going to make up familiar with it. So such kind of motivation, such kind of direction is, it should be given by a manager to their employees. Next importance is achieving personal objectives. So personal objectives means within the personal objective, as I told, it is related with the employees. So employees want a competitive salary, employees want a training, employees want a promotion, they want a greatest job opportunity to develop their personal life. So those are the personal objectives of every employee. So management helps the individual achieve their personal goals while working towards the organizational objective. So organizational goals, see, two goals are there. One is the organizational goal and one is the individual goals. So organizational goals is to maximize the productivity, otherwise to increase the efficiency, otherwise to get a more profit. But individual goals, what are the individual goals? See, organizational goals, that means manager want more profit, and personal goals means what, employees want good salary, otherwise training, promotion or development. Okay, so if both goals are achieved at the same time, that means manager convince individual in such a way that goals of the both are achieved, that means earn more by producing more. If the employees are producing more, automatically manager get a more profit, and automatically their employees also get a competitive salary. Means both goals are interdependent on each other. The next one is the development of society. So management helps in the development of society by producing a good quality product, creating employment opportunity and adopting a new technology. So social obligations are there as a manager, otherwise as a business organization. Within the objectives of management, we discuss some social obligations or social responsibilities of their towards the employees. That means you should give a employee opportunity to disadvantaged section of the society, means to poor people, otherwise to handicapped people, otherwise to women you should give a employment opportunity, otherwise to customer you should provide a good quality product to your customer. It should be at a reasonable price. Due to your product any means um, harmful things should not be happen to your customer, any hazard should not be there to your customer. Such a product you have to sell to your customer, otherwise produce a good quality product and give a competitive salary to your employees. So due to that, these are the social objectives, so due to that automatically development of society can be possible. And last one, another importance of management is there, that is bring harmony in the work. So it is not given within the syllabus, but it is important, bring harmony in the work. So harmony means what, harmony means what, within a single thread, if you are owing a different flowers, different color of flowers you are owing within a single thread. So what, mala, you know the mala. So within a single thread you are arranging a different flowers, so that is the harmony. So within the business organization, what is going to be happen, two sides are there, one is a manager, one is a employees. So both are important for the organization, but both have the different attitude. Within the employees also, lot of employees are there. So within your class also different students are there. Okay, but we are managing to every individual within the same class. That means your thinking ability is there different, your attitude is different, your backgrounds are different. Okay, so different things are there. So it is a responsibility of manager to make different things within the same thread. So whatever the works are there, whatever assigned works are there to every employee, they should complete the work. So it is a responsibility of manager. But sometimes what is going to be happen, manager is going to thinking like that employees are good for nothing, they are not doing the work, otherwise they are not able to do the work. So such a kind of attitude it have with the manager. And employee at the same time, employees are going to think about the manager. Manager is given a less salary to them, manager is given a burden of work to them. So what is this attitude about the each other? We have manager should change this attitude about the each other. Then only they can coordinate with the each other and they can make a harmony in the organization. So those are the importance of management. So I hope you got the clear concept about what are the objectives of management and what are the importance of management. Both questions are important for a 4 marks. Okay, so suppose if you have any doubt, we will clarify your doubt within the live class. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.